Good morning, everyone. This is Elio Piedra, and you are watching Morning Coffee with Elio. If you are looking to boost your morning, to bring that energy level right back up and get inspired and motivated today, let me tell you something. You are at the right place. And today, to motivate and to empower you, to empower your spirit, I have an amazing woman with me this morning, my guest. And I can't wait to share all of the amazing and awesomeness that she has, within her, and the amazing projects that she's been developing, within our community, within the business community, and what she has for you. Stay right there because she will join us after this. Get up, baby, this morning. This is Elio Piedra. Another morning means another coffee because this is Morning Coffee with Elio. This is going to be a great day. We have a fantastic guest. And the wait, it is over. How you doing this morning?
Hey, how you doing, Elio? Good morning. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. I love how you say Elio. You said it the right way. Let me ask you how you pronounce your name like correctly.
It's Raellen.
Raelle.
But everyone just calls me the ray of sunshine. So you can call me Sunny, you can call me Ray.
Raellen. That's awesome.
Yes,
Ray.
Raellen. But I love the way you say it. It just rolls off the tongue.
I am super excited to have you here. You are, a social leader. You are a tremendous, enthusiastic, person. Always happy, always motivating people on social media. I want to talk about your awesome YouTube channel, but I would love to begin with the Prophetic Joy Revolution. What is that about? Talk to me about that.
Okay, well, the Prophetic Joy Revolution is about manifesting, baby. Let's get that money rolling in. Let's get that love life shining. Let's just manifest with joy and happiness, and let's fulfill our dreams and our wishes. Living the dream, baby. Let's do it. Level up. And so that's what the Prophetic Joy Revolution is about. It's about taking your faith and really, even if it's just a mustard seed amount of faith, and just using that joy within your spirit and then just channeling that to manifest reality for you. And so I have done it. I literally have done it. I have walked the walk and talked the talk. I've came from obscurity, poverty, oh my goodness, and to working for $1 billion company. I mean, I'm telling you, I am living proof that it works.
That is fantastic. That's what I love about you, your energy, how excited you are about every single thing. And it's been said that you need to live with passion. You gotta be hungry, and I can feel the hunger within you. So,
okay.
Let's talk about hunger. Let's talk about staying hungry. Let's talk about dreams and goals. What inspired you to actually create these? I will say like organization, this movement, which is that is inspiring people, to actually reach their goals and dreams, and is letting people know that hey, you can make it happen. What inspired you?
Well, can I keep it real with you?
Yes.
What really inspired me was my own hunger, my own pain, and everything that I was going through at the time. And so I honestly began my journey in just trying to just dig my way out of my emotional grave, dig my way out of, the poverty and the depression and obesity, everything that I was enduring in that time because of a lot of trauma that had happened in my life. And so, literally, as I was able to come out of all of those things, I could look back and see the journey that I took step by step, and I was able to lay out the lay of the land for other people. And as I worked as a mental health counselor and an addictions counselor, I employed some of those techniques with my clients and saw amazing just progress. They just lit up, their whole life just became like blazing stars. And literally, still to this day, I have a lot of women that I worked with when I worked at Meridian and some of the other organizations here in North Florida Evaluation Treatment Center, for the state of Florida. And I have had people come back and say, just thank you. You helped mentor me. You helped some people, not trying to blow my own horn really, but like, you saved my life, literally from suicide and things like that, and giving them hope and giving them tangible things to hold on to that they could actually concretely do, not just like, being a cheerleader and just making them feel good for a moment, but giving them tangible tools that they could use to build and create their lives as their own master builders, to really become true, to really attain true mastery of their lives, to manifest and create their lives the way they desire, instead of being dependent on circumstances and people and things and who they know, and to literally tangibly manifest from nothing. So it's almost like a phoenix mentality, where you might be burned down to the ashes, but because I have been there, I learned how to navigate my way out of that and just light up, and not only light up my life, but it led me to light up others. And I had to give all that back. And so I put it all in my book, The POWWH Revolution,
That is
and then
fantastic.
also the YouTube channel. Yes.
You are talking about topics and points that I am super excited about, and I am passionate about helping others as you are. And one of those, I want to start with this one. There is a quote, an amazing phrase by Miles Monroe that I love. Miles Monroe, by the way,
Yeah.
he used to say that poverty, because you mentioned that, you mentioned poverty a couple times, and I want to mention this to you. Poverty is not a problem. He said poverty is a result. All right, and I think he was probably relating that regarding the mindset of people, that are kind of like stuck in one place, and they are not allowing themselves to progress, to develop. So what can you tell me about this? You you are mentioning that you coming from poverty to working with a $1 billion company and now helping others to achieve their dreams. Talk to me about
Yeah.
this.
Okay. So it's a process. And I think the key is to build a faith filled perception about your life that keeps you rooted, rooted to joy as your foundation. Because no
Nice.
matter what comes your way, if you let go of your inner peace and your inner joy, then it will overtake your mind. And when negativity overtakes your mind, it just becomes a poison that infects everything in your life. And it limits you from being able to grab hold of the blessings and opportunities that will come your way. And also, it will just create a negative kind of spirit within you, so that when they do come your way, even if you do grab a hold of them, you can't sustain them, because you're not able to accept that you deserve them. And so I have learned valuable ways and techniques to just take it step by step. And honestly, you're going to get knocked down. You may like manifest a great job and then all of a sudden lose that job. So, how do you keep moving forward? And I tell you, I am literally a chameleon because I have changed myself, my identity, my brand, my goal, my business plan 1,000 times. And that the key to me is just perseverance, not giving up, just maintaining that level of faith, believing in a higher power, because if you only believe in yourself, we are flawed. So we have to hold on to a higher hope and something that is able to give us feed our spirit. Because if we only live by our circumstances and what we see, because faith is, of course, the evidence and the belief in the evidence of things that we cannot see. So if we're only looking at what we can see, then a lot of times that will actually limit us to what we can manifest. And so if we're not able to see beyond, and that's where prophetic vision comes into play. So prophetic vision actually teaches us how to see beyond with our spirit and with the foundation of joy, so that we can speak and create in agreement with our higher self or God, however you define that.
Awesome. I have something for you that I want to share. I have something that I want to share with you by the a great Ed Milet, one of my virtual coaches. I love that so much. Is that you will be surprised how good you will be if you just decide to win. Okay,
Woo! I like
let's go, baby.
that.
Let's
Yeah,
go. So,
that's it.
it,
Level up, baby. Make that decision, make that choice. Absolutely. It's a choice every day. When I get up in the morning, I can decide, depending on the circumstances in my life, there was a time I get up in the morning and I looked at, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. I was living in public housing. I was dependent on food stamps, all kinds of things. But I made a decision that I was going to own my own business. I made a decision that I was going to be a high level executive one day. I made a decision that I was going to publish my own book. I made those decisions about myself and my life, and it did not matter what I saw. It was my choice. And because I believed that God was going to empower me to fulfill my choice, um, I went after it, and I never stopped going after it. I kept going after it. So it is a daily choice every minute of the day, actually, not even every day. Every minute we make a choice that gets us either closer to our destination or further behind. But I truly believe that if it is something within ourselves that we really truly desire to happen, eventually, if we keep making the right choices, we're going to get there.
I love it. Actually, it is amazing to me how the universe and this show
Yeah,
and you and I, we are so connected. You know
yeah.
why? Because just yesterday, I was actually listening to John Maxwell, an amazing audiobook, that he was saying that success, watch this, is not a destination as people may think most of the time. It is a journey. It is a
Yes.
journey of people like you that are waking up every single day making the decision of today, it is the day. And tomorrow you wake up the same way because you want to accomplish something that you couldn't accomplish yesterday. You want to keep moving on. And probably you need to repair something that wasn't as good yesterday as it is today. So it is so awesome. And you are living proof of that. You are living proof of
Yes.
development, empowerment.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
I wanna jump right into your YouTube channel, how you're impacting even celebrities across the world. Talk to me about
Yes.
this.
That really took me by surprise. Um, just me, feeling just pressed in my spirit to give back, the journey that, spirit has brought me this far, has led me, just sharing my gifts, because I've always been a prophetic person since birth. And so just in sharing my gifts and following spirit, obeying that inner passion, that inner voice in my heart, and letting it lead me, um, they found me. I didn't seek them. And so celebrities such as Cinda Williams, from Mo Better Blues, she's been a huge advocate of mine, and she's always, advertising my YouTube. She just loves it. She shared it with all of her friends. And so it's just amazing how, different celebrities, Jacqueline Carr, the gospel singer, uh, Bishop Jake, I don't want to name drop, but just different people have reached out to me and found the videos, the prophetic videos I've done to be encouraging, impacting their life, especially with COVID and a lot of things that have been going on. I've found that a lot of influencers have actually been looking my way to help inspire them as they are able to inspire others on their platform, which has been so humbling. I feel so blessed. You cannot believe how humble and honored I feel to be even a small grain of sand to impact other people that have such a huge, enormous influence, with others. So if I'm a little piece of that, then I just feel so blessed and so thankful for that.
That is
But
awesome.
it's
What is the name of your YouTube channel once again?
the POWWH Revolution.
The,
And that stands for Prophetic Overcoming Winning Warriors. Yeah.
oh my gosh! Just by the title, come on, let's bring that energy level back up. I love it.
Let's do it.
That is awesome. So you mentioned that you've been a mental health counselor, and you've been also working with people that they been
Suffer from
going
addiction.
through, yeah, addictions crisis.
Yeah.
And can you how can you compare, your experience, or if you could mention, any experience that actually told you how to deal with crisis? Because, for example, the reason I'm asking you this is because right now we have, I mean, probably the biggest global crisis that humanity ever experienced, as far as I know, as far as I and hearing what people are
At
are,
least
are,
in
are
our
actually saying.
lifetime, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what can you tell me about it? What have you learned related to dealing with crisis and dealing with moments where you can feel down, you may feel hopeless? What can you share with me about this, so people that are watching right now, our Morning Coffee community, your followers, your friends, and they may feel hopeless, they may feel down because actually they lose their job, because they can't pay their mortgage anymore. What can you tell me about dealing with crisis?
Well, what I can tell you about dealing with crisis, because I am an expert, and I can say that I have been homeless, lost my job, uh, back to back, was in a car accident. All of that happened within like a 3 month span.
Wow.
And within that entire year, I went from that to manifesting a 5 bedroom house, a new car, and a new job. And that's when I started beginning writing my book, my first, book. And it just, it truly has to come from within. You really have to be able to tap into your spiritual self and not play into the external factors of where you are at, but keeping your eye on the prize and knowing that what you desire to be your end result will come to pass. I remember, actually, this is even actually before I went through the homeless situation, where I was living in a 2 bedroom apartment, um, in the projects. And all of a sudden, just in my spirit, I said, this is not where I should be. This is not, the end result of my life. I don't accept this. And so I got up and I literally walked room to room, and it was just 2 bedrooms and a tiny little kitchen. And I just touched the walls of each room. And I declared that, because I had 2 children at the time, I declared that I will have a house that will have a bedroom for each of my children. And I declared it and I believed it. Now, I went through homelessness after that. I went through losing my job after that. I went to rock bottom. But
Wow.
in that place, because I never, ever let go of my hope, and I kept speaking it prophetically over myself, over my life, truly believing it with joy, never once getting down and discouraged about it, but just saying, you know what, this is part of the process. I know it's going to be okay. I'm going to make it through, and continue to do what I needed to do, applying for jobs, getting a job, taking care of my finances, being a good steward, doing all of those things, not just the airy fairy dreaming, but actually, doing tangible work, working and building towards my goals. But also, in addition, believing in faith and prophetically speaking it out of my mouth with joy, and tapping into that joy and staying in that peace, that it manifested. I got a phone call at work saying, hey, come get your house. I said, what house? What are you talking about? What house? It was like 2 years later. What house? What are you talking about? 5-bedroom house to a program I had applied to that I didn't even know they had houses. I didn't even know. And at that time, I didn't just have 2 children. I had 4. So I literally received exactly what I spoke, a bedroom for each child, and I spoke it when I only had 2 children. So
Wow.
I know for a fact manifestation can happen if you work towards the end result, and you believe in faith, and you continue to hold to your vision, and you speak it into being. You speak life into it and never ever speak the negative. And that's something that I've always maintained. And that is why I honestly, almost unqualified, am here in this position in a $1 billion company.
Oh my
I
gosh.
barely have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like it's even higher than what I was able to imagine that I could attain by, my qualifications. I don't have a master degree or anything to work for a $1 billion company. You would think to work for a $1 billion company, you need a master degree or a PhD or something like that. And here I am, just a little, a low person on the totem pole, and here I am. So I I'm telling you, it can happen to the least likely. And so you just have to never give up. You have to work towards it. You do. And I have worked hard. I've gained a lot of experience in sales. I've worked my butt off, working sometimes 16 hours a day. I have put in the work for it. So I do have, sales experience for the position I'm in. But as far as just, you know, the competition, competing against people that may have a PhD or 40 years in sales or whatever, but they chose me. It's manifestation. It's the power of faith. It's that joy. It's that, believing in the end result and never giving up, you know. So I
I,
hope that answers the question.
oh my gosh. No, I say oh my gosh because I feel so inspired. This morning I am on fire right now. I'm telling you, I am so inspired and honored by how you. But it is so important what you are mentioning when you said we have dreams, we have goals, but
Yes,
that's not enough. You need to have faith and execution. All right,
yes,
because
yes,
that's what you had,
yes.
executing your plan and
Right,
manifesting your thoughts. That's what
right,
sometimes we don't understand. People are like, well, but today's not a good day. But what are you talking about? No, because we got a flat tire, but that's just what it is right there.
right,
It's not a bad day.
right,
So if you just said that, that
right,
means that for you it is a bad day. That's
right,
manifestation. Your thoughts, the quality of your life are the quality of your thoughts. And I am
right.
constantly repeating that to myself because that's why I'm so passionate about morning coffee because I can bring people like you, human beings that are impacting other families, other people's life, and they are letting you know that are watching that your dream it is possible and it is necessary that you
Yeah.
manifest it. Oh my gosh, I
Right.
am fired up. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that with
Woo! That's
me.
good. Yes, and absolutely. And it's about actual making tangible steps because people, you can sit there and say, oh, I'm going to win $1 billion. I'm going to win $1 billion. You can say that till the cows come home. But if you don't make actual steps towards
Yes.
acquiring that $1 billion, the doors are not going to be open because, truth be told, true faith is making that step to actually make it come to life. It's physical action in addition to your faith in believing and speaking. So it's a trinity of manifestation keys that you need to employ. It's action steps, it is speaking and believing in faith, and it is maintaining your joy. You have to have all three if you want them to come to pass. So, and it does take time. Although I have had experience before I even got the words out, it manifested. I've had that, I've experienced that in my life. There are also levels spiritually to attain, to increase your ability to manifest things. And that's really what prophetic joy revolution is, because it's a high level mastery of tapping into that manifestation gift that is within us, that we were created to actually have. We were created to be able to speak and name and create and manifest. And so when you're able to shift your mind away from just what you see in the tangible world and understand your real power comes from within, then you level up. Okay? So we got to level up those vibes so that we can get to a higher place so we can manifest more rapidly.
Awesome. I like when you say this and that. It's like wake up. Come on. Hey, you know what?
Let's do
You
it. And there's
let's do
power
it.
in those gaps. There's power there.
I can feel it. Let me tell you something. I have the game of the day with Raellen, and he had a morning coffee, and we are coming back in a couple seconds with the game of the day. It is very simple. You are gonna see. Here we go. And we are back with the game of the day,
Woo!
which is what would you change in the world? So you have emotional situation, you have economic situation, economic. I am Cuban. Come on, guys. So political situation and mindset. If you could, what would you change in the world?
I would change the emotional situation
Very
because,
interesting. Why?
yeah, I feel that our emotions are really the gateway to our mind. So
Wow.
it's like the heart or the mind. So with everything that we do, think, say, and believe actually manifests from our heart, which is what houses our emotions. And so if we're able to connect and tap into our emotions and transform, because actually your emotions have a mind of their own. So if we're able to transform the mindset of our emotions, then we can access our intelligent our intellectual rather mindset and transform our economic situation, transform our political situation. Look at Black Lives Matter. People got upset. They wanted that man's knee off his neck. They got upset. And that was an emotional situation, which then transformed a mental situation, which then transformed a political situation, which also lended its way to economic situation. So there is proof that when you hit the emotions and you make a transformation there, it bleeds out or it manifests outwards to everything else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how awesome how you mentioned different ideas that they are very well connected.
Yes.
So that is awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the game of the day. What would you change in the world? And with the amazing Ray, she likes it like that. Ray. And let me tell you, if you if you are watching right now and you are as excited and inspired as I am, please leave a comment below. Why would you change in the world? Make sure that you are leaving a comment. Ask any questions about these topics, about how to deal with emotions, how to deal and actually overcome obstacles and crises in your life. Leave a comment. We're gonna meet you down there at the comments, and I am sure that Ray is gonna get back to you as well. And make sure that you are liking and sharing this show. This is something that can change, can save someone's life today. So I am actually encourage you guys to share the show today because it is so important, for I think for humanity in general to understand what you are explaining about dealing with emotions, about using your mindset, how wonderful what you mentioned about how our emotions they have their own mindset. That's incredible.
Yes. Yes, that's very true. And a lot of people don't realize that. And, we do it intuitively. We follow our heart. We think with, our feelings. And why is that? Because our feelings actually have its own way of relating. So
Yes.
if it has its own way of relating, that's a mindset, that's a perception. So a lot of people feel things and oh, I'm just going by my gut. That is your emotional mindset. And so it's key to feed that emotional mindset, positivity, gratitude, joy. It's key to continue to work towards emotional intelligence. And then there's also a whole nother level called spiritual intelligence, which there is a whole spiritual mindset that we're born with, in our DNA, that I have to get into another time maybe with you.
Exactly. I told you we have so much to talk about. But just because I am so grateful and I feel so blessed, to have you here. We are actually we are
Oh no,
almost
I'm
we're
so
al-
grateful.
we are almost leaving, but I want you to share some words of encouragement with our audience, and I'm gonna let you say goodbye to our audience today with some positivity this morning, so people can know that hey, your dreams and your goals are possible. So guys, this is it for today, but I really hope that you are fired up as I am, because come on, let's bring the energy level up once again. And most importantly, your morning coffee. Thank you to Miapa Latin Cafe for being our official coffee of the show, and to all our wonderful sponsor family at Morning Coffee with Elio. And I am gonna leave you with this extraordinary woman.
Well, first, I just want to say thank you, Elio, for having me on. This has been an amazing, amazing journey, or a step in my journey today. This has just been fabulous. I'm excited about just learning and growing and continuing to shine my light. Thank you so much for the privilege and the honor of that. But I just want to encourage anyone out there right now. I want you to know you are a winner. You have a light within you that can never, ever be doused. You have the possibilities to do anything you put your mind to if you believe in faith that you can achieve, and you work towards that every day, even if it's just one little step that you take each day to achieve your goal. If you believe in faith that you will do it, and keep your joy, speaking it into life, and feeding your emotional mindset so that your intellectual mindset can help devise strategies to bring that into reality, you will achieve your dreams. You will achieve your goals. You are amazing. You are a bright and shining light. Don't ever give up, and keep believing, because I'm living proof. Hey, we can start a revolution of joy and happiness, and we can speak and manifest prophetically anything we dream we can achieve. If I can go from poverty to working for $1 billion company, so can you. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Have a great day.
Guys, thank you very much for watching Morning Coffee with Elio. Yes, we're really looking forward to seeing you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do not forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and become part of the Morning Coffee with Elio community. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and live full.